Hi everyone, welcome to Target Pilates Online and to today's class where we're going to do a sort of nice evening class that's going to make you feel better for your evening, and so nice, sort of light and loose and just more comfortable in your body. It's very much sort of a yoga inspired stretch style class. So we're starting in cross-leg position. I am going to turn side on just so that you can have a better idea of what's happening, but no need for you to move. So I'm sitting nice and high on my sit bones and I'm trying to lengthen the spine as much as I can. So just shuffling a little to kind of find my movement. Now, draw the chest through the arms and come into a bit of a back bend and just look up. And then round the spine and keep that tension on the knees and scoop the tummy. So we're leaning back and just opening across the upper back and kind of creating a nice bit of a stretch and shaping there. Inhale, lift up and through. And exhale, tuck the pelvis around the spine. Really scoop the abs in here. And try to use the hands on the knees to create that sense of connection and stretch. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift up. And last one, exhale, round. Great, come back up to seated. Now just sort of circle the chest, so lean forward and it's from the hips, and feel like you're sort of drawing a nice circle around with the body, and you'll find different bits sort of connect as you go around. And what I'm asking here is to sort of really lean into what feels nice. So I'm going around clockwise at the moment multiple times. And just think about spiraling the body around. Do one more this way. And you could do this in a chair, by the way, if sitting cross-legged is not your thing. This first section at least. Especially where it's sort of, normally we would say, you know, sit yourself up on a block. And that wouldn't be probably the best idea here, just because you probably fall off it. So a chair is your answer here, folks. Let's take one more this way. And then let's sit as tall as we can. Now let's just turn the chest and twist. And I'm just going to gently move on it. So I'm just sweeping around, twist, and just find a sort of maximum expression. Twist. So we're trying to sort of think of wringing the body out as if you were wringing out a cloth over the sink. And let's just take two more here. So these are always good because we have moved the spine, or we're about to have moved the spine all the ways that it goes. Now I'm going to turn to face front again. So side bends. Just sort of sway side to side, leaning into the hand, come up and over and stretch there. And come up and over and stretch there. So it should feel like just this gentle sort of floating movement is quite sort of energizing and helping you to sort of release the day a bit. As ever, when I'm doing these things, these are kind of like evening or Sunday morning kind of vibe. It's generally this is the sort of thing I would do. Or after a long car journey, also another good time to sort of do it. Let's come all the way back up and out of that. Right, so let's just have a roll of the head just from side to side, just to release anything there. And then I'm just going to come into a couple of sort of variations of thread the needle. So let's come into all fours. And we're just going to play around with the angle. So I always use the face of a clock for this, just to kind of give you an idea. So the first one, I'm taking the left hand through to the right. We're going through to 3 o'clock. So straight through to start. And try to, as ever, you're trying to twist through the upper body. So I'm using a good strong press through my right hand. And it's as though my left back of arm is stuck to the mat and I'm trying to sort of pull it back and it won't come. So it's just a nice stretch there. Pull it out of there, and if you can, turn all the way up and just release. Same thing, let's thread through now to 9 o'clock. So right hand goes under left, thread it through and stretch there. Nice one. Should be good for like releasing your shoulders and so on, and upper back. Often a lot of tension in there after a long day at a desk. Let's step out of there. And if you can, of course, the little rotation up. It's a little blocked that often. So the next one, we're taking the hand through to 1 o'clock. So it's going through and up and just pull back on the line of it. So it's sort of the lean is also on the diagonal. Just stretch there. Just notice out of these which feels the strongest. Some of them are a little surprising. And actually don't worry if it is just the sort of straight through one that you're probably more familiar with. That's it. I'm not going to go to the ceiling this side. I'm just going to step it back. Just have a little wriggle. Now we go through to 11 o'clock. Right hand goes through. And sort of pull back a little. And again, inhale. Exhale. Let's step that back through. So the last one, we're going down to about 4 or 5 o'clock. This one feels a little bit like a sort of roly-poly. So just stretch there. Try not to put too much weight through the head. So that is what the hand into the ground is for. Let's step out. And finally through to 7 o'clock. Right hand goes past the knee. Just explore it a little bit. Yeah. Let's go ahead and take that out. And then from here, just come back into your kneeling position. Let's take the legs out. So we've got a sole of the foot flat on the floor here. So we're going to go into a reverse table position. So hands behind. I've got fingertips facing. That's the hardest. You can go fingertips pointing away from you if your shoulder isn't going to allow for that. So just brought my heels a little closer. Now I'm going to tilt the pelvis under and lift up. And just hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And just release down. So just place yourself back down. We're going to do it 2 more times. Take an inhale, swing the hips up and through, tilting the pelvis to lift and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release down. Last one here. Lift the hips up and through and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hips down, and I'm just going to hop them back a little bit. I'm just going to come from here now into a forward fold. So inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold from the hips and just take the outside edges of the feet. Now just exhale and just release your body over the legs. And the more you tuck the chin in, the more we're going to get the stretch through the lower back and the back of the neck. Try to breathe where possible. When we're ready, let's slowly restack the spine. So scooping the tummy in, rebuild to come up. Now I'm going to fold my right leg in and cross it over my left. And then I'm just going to sweep the left arm all the way around and grab a hold of my right leg in the crook of my left elbow. My sit bone is really grounding down towards the floor, and I'm just taking a little twist, hopefully feeling like a nice stretch through the sides of the glutes there. Just leave the head somewhere it feels comfortable. Let's unfurl. Step that leg out and step in your left leg. Heel towards sit bone, then draw it across. Let's take the right hand, sweep it around. Try to catch the left knee in the crook of the right elbow. Sit up tall, ground both sit bones, and just start to turn to the left. And then slowly let's unfurl. Step the leg off, let's turn and face. So I hope that that has been a really nice grounding evening practice for you. I hope you've really enjoyed it, and I will see you again soon.
Hi guys, this is Christina from Target Pilates Online. If you've enjoyed this class today, why not check out our website for our entire back catalogue of videos and courses, weekly 60-minute class and bi-monthly live events, all totally ad-free. Come visit us today at targetpilates.online or click on the link below this video.